up, guys? Welcome to the Wellness Podcast, where today we're going to talk about some interesting topics. And guys, kama mja like na mja subscribe na mja follow, pia mu comment. Sawa? So if you've not done that, I'm giving you like 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes too long. But guys, please enjoy this video. So my panel hapa niko na watu amazing sana, wana kafiti. Si ndio, si mna kafiti?
Yes.
Kabisa. Yeah, so let's get to know them. Back again is
Joe. Yeah, I'm Joe, guys. Subscribe on the panel. No.
yeah.
Subscribe on the panel.
It's okay.
Subscribe, like, and share. And hope to see you soon, guys.
Woo! Yes.
I'm Joshua hapo. Kipenda JB, whatever you want to call me. And I'm like hapo, subscribe na msikose, tutapata hapo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Miriam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, share, and comment. Talk about us.
Nice.
I'm Alvin. I'm glad to be here. And let's have a nice conversation.
Nice.
Yeah, Mary is my name. I'm happy to be here. Kindly subscribe.
Janet is my name, the CEO of CWC. Welcome.
Yo, si wako amazing, guys. Si wako amazing. Ebu tujipatie hata makofi moja. So guys, today we're going to talk about family. Family. It's usually a very interesting topic because hapo ndio kuna sibling rivalry. Kuna wale wana succeed more than the others, wengine wanaona wanasema wale ametumia uchawi na ni kukua tu hard working. Mimi niko na siblings 1 2 3 4. Tuko? Niko na siblings 4, mimi ndio last one. How many siblings do you have?
Siblings, including me. I've got like 3.
3. So mko wanne.
Yeah.
Okay. When you what born?
I'm the second born. The first born is in JKUAT.
Watu wa JKUAT. Watu wa JKUAT sasa hivi we are here. Hata mimi ni wa JKUAT.
And I'm the second born.
Nice.
Tuko watatu. Ndio ni boy.
Hey.
Second born.
Yeah.
Na niko JKUAT bado.
I'm the second one in a family of 5 kids.
Na wewe ni what born?
Second one. Yeah.
So nikaa sisi lakini sasa mimi ndio
When
last
last.
born. When ndio second. Are they girls or boys?
4 girls and 1 boy.
Nyinyi mko wangapi hivi kwa boys?
Yeah, we are a battalion.
Unajua kuna watu wajielewa battalion ni nini? Wanaume.
Battalion, they are pure boys.
Pure boys.
Huko ndo walikuwa wanapigana. Tunakaa. Yes, nyinyi mko wangapi?
Maybe Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger? Oh.
Spoiled boy. I'm spoiled.
Tutakuja kwa hizo. You could be spoiled lakini ya juu. Yes, wewe nyinyi mko ngapi?
3. I'm the first one.
Hey, this one's the first ones. It's like it's with our parents. Why not relax? And you?
The battalion bado.
No, 2 girls, 1 boy.
7, and I'm the 4th born.
You're the fourth born.
Yes.
How many children do you have?
5.
5 children.
Yes.
What's the boys, girls?
I have 3 boys
Uh-huh.
and 2 girls.
Avi.
Yes.
Kwa Lone Ranger. Ukatotoka peke yako. How do you feel?
Sometimes inakuanga a bit sad.
Oh.
Yes, juu ukifika tu kwa nyumba uko peke yako, maybe your parents are out at work, so you are alone most of the time. Ni kuchill tu. So but sometimes bado ni fun. It's both ways gonna.
Which way is the other for you?
I think the lonely part.
Oh, really?
Juu nimefika place, that's why as in I feel when I get older and maybe I marry, I want to have many kids, because I feel that I'm lonely more than I'm happy. I'm mostly happy when I'm with my friends because when I play interaction, but when I go home, yes, I am. My parents are. We are free with my parent, we talk a lot and all that, but kuna ile unataka ile sibling ile mnaongea ile unaona ile
mnagossip wazazi
conflict of interest katika hizo. So iko hivyo, but with time I came and I realized that even though kuko and I have to live with that and I acknowledge it. At a point imefika right now, I love, as in sioni, I don't have any regrets being the only child. I felt that I'm home and as in it's not my fault that I'm also nakubali and I've signed for sawa.
I like the fact that also your parents have made you feel like that over the years, because it's very important to have a friend in parents. Na kama mnachapa story mnamshow leo manze nimefanya kati nimepata 02. Kama unapata just 02 na ninaprepare free hadi yangu niaje, you know. And I feel like being free like that has really also helped you, right?
Yes. Kwanza me and my mom we talk a lot. Anything as in hata wewe toka tu hapa ufike home mwambie tu how my day was, as in it's like hadi unanikana sister. Have
they ever been so strict on you?
Yes they have, and it has worked.
Yeah, that has shaped you.
Yeah, very well. Okay. Same in my times when let's say primary. As in sijaonyeshwa the easy road like unapewa tu kitu juu unataka. Nikiitisha napewa. Naambiwa haifai hivyo. Na si usirelax sana ati juu nikikupe utarelax. So lazima work on something. To get something, you must work on it. It's not given to you like this. Na unachukua tu. So I feel in nature, as in for now, I know I have to work to get something. Yes. Ati nilale the whole day alafu siku nangoja kitu ingie ama.
Good. Hey, Million, uliniambia ni second born ama first born girl? Second born. But first born girl?
No, second born.
Oh, so the first born is a girl?
The first born is a girl, yes.
Then you?
Yeah.
Kuna kuanga na pressure between the two of you?
Yes. Because me, I feel like a first born.
Why is that?
Because those people expect me. I don't know if they think I'm a robot, but I'm always the strongest person in our family. Yeah.
What have you done to make people believe that?
Maybe it's because I don't know, but you know, in the community they expect, like where I come from, ukitoka tu nje ya Kenya kidogo hivi, you have money and you're supposed to do everything. So like I have younger siblings. One is in campus, the other two are in high school. So I have to pay their school fees. I have to pay bills. I have to do a lot for them. So I feel like a firstborn.
Do your parents make it any easier for you?
Yes and no.
Why yes?
Yes, because if I'm not in a position, like one, you see how I got in, I don't know if it's going to complicate this, but how I got into flower business, I've never had something like ndio hii shika ukule. It has always been ndio hii pika ukule. Because how I got into flower business, my mom works in a flower company. So she gave me flowers and 100 bob from our place to town. Go sell those flowers, come back with money. Yeah.
Okay.
So me, I feel like my siblings get it easy from me. Because I give them.
I think it's an irony, because second borns are normally
the richest.
No, they hold on to themselves. They feel threatened from the word go, because when they come into being, they find somebody already there, and then that rivalry starts coming in. And more so if you follow each other within a span of maybe 1 year, it's like the other one is also equally young, is equally small. So the mother tends to look at that also as a child. So you coming into space, the older one thinks that you've come to take this space. And then instead of you being welcomed into that, circle, you tend to sit back and say, no, this is not my place. And then you feel withdrawn. And when your older sibling comes in and hits you and says, "You're not supposed to do that," you know, it's like it makes it worse. Because your parent will say, he's disciplining the younger sister, which is good. Just like Mary says, that being a firstborn, you're like a second parent. So they leave you to your brother or sister, who will be like taking care of you, and yet you look at each other in terms of being equal. Then you're like, this is not my space. So your case is a little bit different. Mm-hmm. I have children, but my second born behaves differently from the others. Mm-hmm. He feels so independent. Mm-hmm. He feels he wants to do his things his own way. And the other day I heard him say that, you see, my brothers have got bigger houses, mine is small. And it's not because we underrated him, it's because the space where he's building is a bit narrow, and the others have a bigger place. So in our culture, the firstborn and the thirdborn build on one side of the boma, and then the secondborn is put on there. So the fact that he has been taken to the other side, he feels so secluded, you know. So I think that's a unique case, and so we should not stereotype. That's what I think.
But I always feel like they're usually the quickest to get rich.
Why do you think so?
Because huyu ni mtu ambaye ameenda kujitafutia.
Yeah.
Ameenda kujitafutia, na mtu ambaye anajitafutia, I don't know. Mostly second borns ndio either they have more money ama I don't know. Maybe who else agrees with me?
I do.
Because when is second born? Now when do we make it? No, mtu anasema amen, but
okay, amen. Itakuja.
Itajipa.
Yeah, because mimi, okay, I have one sibling in high school and the other one is in primary. So ule wa high school, like, akinaweza kuingia mzazi amwambie nitumie, alafu mzazi anamtumia, alafu anajua si niko na bro wewe, anapiga simu anambia wewe nitumia za
double deal.
Na ameshapata huko.
Amepata actually ni from both parents, alafu bado ananikujia. After mimi ananiambia na mwambie bro yako mkuu, like the first one, atume kakitu na hatujaongea. So like sasa mimi namwambia ni sawa, wewe jibambe tu, hata mimi nilikuwa hapo. Though mimi sikuwa na I was not that smart kinaweza double deal. So mimi kwa tunaitisha naambia mzazi ana communicate. Alikuitisha usimpe. So nile kama ameitisha mmoja sawa.
How much older is your brother?
You have a 1 year difference.
1 year difference. So ni kama boys, are you guys close?
Yeah, actually as a second born I feel like Jesus.
Explain to us why.
Because Jesus in the Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. So Jesus, like I'm the way, like our dog wakinikujia wananiambia ati endo ambia mzazi hivi na hivi na hivi, because
so you're the way. You're the conduit.
The first born tunadiscussingi vitu, alafu sasa tunaongea naambia that born venye tumeongea hiyo story inabaki. What do we
do you think that the environment also contributes to this kind of behavior?
The environment?
Yes. Determines what siblings feel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe we can also elaborate on that.
Yes, but before we get there, this girl's not. How many siblings did you say you are? 4? 3.
The only boy. The only boy. Before Chadi, I can relate to what you said about being independent. Because like before before azaliwe tulikuwa tu wawili. So like I was the last born. So kwa jana like everything I'm going to get, mzazi akitaka unamwambia tu usifanye hivyo, afanye. Lakini sana when she was born, it's like saa alafu akakuwa msichana sasa. Sasa itakuwa ni kama umesaulika kiplani and not there. So
being
it's
the second one.
sasa nika afu the only boy sasa ndio shida sasa, like umesaulika sasa inabidi nikana unaheshimisha hapo sasa. Inabidi me look up to mwingine. Na yeye mwingine she is 3 years older than me. mnakubaliana. So tumekuwa close na yeye, lakini ni tumekuwa tu ile rivalry. Hii vita tumepigana bana.
Umepigana?
Tumepigana.
But I always feel like if a boy has siblings who are girls, he tends to treat the woman very nicely. And like a man who's been raised with only boys.
So
because now yeye ashajua kudeal na emotions za wasichana, akiwa na mood swings, sijui anasikia vibaya when they're happy, he knows how to deal so clever. Huyu sasa vile amezaliwa kidume. Yeah, you know, when he steps out he'll be like, so how am I supposed to deal with this? How am I supposed to deal with this? Would that be true, Mama Wellness?
Yes and no. Is there a possibility that whoever has grown up with girls tend to behave the opposite?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that the environment really determines a lot. How the girl child has been brought up and the boy child, how have parents made sure that these kids are all equal? How do you handle, those theories of attachment with the children? So that again, I think is about environment.
That's true. Because I feel like for me growing up, I had the best environment because it was provided by my parents, because we were well educated, we were well loved, and let me say this, we lacked nothing, even those basic needs zenye zilikuwa. So your environment has led me to the person I am. Like I was saying before, kwa last born, I felt entitled in some point of my life, but I was sat down by my siblings. It's like, yo, me, I'm working hard for my money. Why should I start giving you my money? You should ask, I will give. But that's because, again, let me say this. If my parents were wealthy, if they are wealthy, they'll come and tell you, this is mine. You need to work for yours. So they created an environment where I had to work hard for mine so that I don't have to be something my siblings say. See what hakuna haja tukue na magari fiti alafu unakaa na watu. Haikai poa by the way. Hata kizidi unakaa na bolt nduthi. Hata mimi nataka pull up with my own ride regardless of how it is. So my parents are always like, just work hard for yours. Hata kama ni kidogo, work hard for yours. From there you build. We've lived here. There's no point of you going to live here. Live here, I'm slightly above, because capabilities zao na zangu ni more kuliko yao. Hao liko, unajua sasa wanasema we walked in school with bare feet, we were fighting lions and snakes. We were also fighting lions and snakes.
Imaginary ones.
Waking up in the morning.
Imaginary snakes and lions.
But the way you said, yes, environment really determines a lot. But that environment again can be very negative. It can bring sibling rivalry. Ukiona tu huyu inakufikia hapo unamwangalia hivi ati hi. Are you guys close to the siblings? I am personally very close. Are you close? And let's be honest, if kama first born amwelewa nani amwelewani.
So as Jesus,
you have to be very close.
Itabidi tu kwa sababu in our family I'm the funny one.
Okay.
So na tena najua let's say manipulate the parents to do what I want.
I thought that was the last one thing. Anyway.
Last one ni yes, lazima yani anapewa tu, si lazima manipulate.
Si lazima manipulate.
Me like you skill. I earned it.
And you earned it. Rightfully earned. We've given it to you. Are you close with your siblings?
Not really. As I said, kutuni vita tu.
Lakini sio vita kali.
I see,
Lakini inaweza kuwa kali saa nyingine. Because those small ones are the ones that grow up.
And which is giving like one of the fights you guys can have.
Lakini most of them zilikuwa maybe tukiwa wadogo hivyo. For leo saa, like I said, tuko na 3 years different. So like mimi kuna anaambia nifanye kitu. Sio ananiambia. Naona nikaa tunatushana na hiyo difference sana naona anaambia. Sasa Hapo ndio wakati naanza kufinyana like hadi mzazi anakuja hapa anaanza. Nini unafanya nini? Kwa vita. Sasa huyu mwingine sasa akakuja. Sasa unajua mimi ni mdogo sana. Weka hapo wewe. So if me ito hapa hivi. Lakini as much as tumekuwa tukifanya hivyo, I can say tumekuwa close kuliko mwingine. Like me and her. Kuna vile tu tuko close kuliko mwingine anapoiona naye.
Okay, interesting. Sorry, kuleta to the last one. My siblings wametoshana car stairs. You know how stairs, and then so there's a point in which I was so not close to my siblings, I felt out of place because ni watu wazee. Nilikuwa naona kama ni watu wazee. Yaani hata unaweza kaa chini na unapigaje story na hao. How? But the older I get, the more mature I am, the more they see that in me, they confide in me. They'll be like, hey, unanaje hii na hii. You know, I'll be like, therefore, how do you think of this and this? I'm like, well, you know, so they ask for my opinion right now. Right now, we can even chill, we can go for lunch. But before, to be like, I was like, kama mzazi wangu. Not that they're that old, but I'd be like, yo, ni wazee. So your age difference, I would feel the younger one because I was there. Kuna wakati unaweza angalia tu watu viveti, watu ni wazee. Watu ngene mchezi huko kalongo, you know, by yourself. So I felt like the loner again, like Alvin. Really, are you close to your siblings?
I think before you get to her, there's that bit of the being lonely. So there's that possibility of having many siblings and yet you're lonely.
Yeah.
Or having no siblings and yet you are. Huh?
Yes.
No,
you're very okay.
You're very okay.
You're very okay.
Yeah, because this brings me back to personality traits. It brings me back to who you are, what you think you are. Because just being alone, like your social media is doing so well, you may not know them, but the fact that they give you some, positive vibes, you're like, there's nothing I'm lacking. But physically, you could be lacking something. But yet that again makes you feel good. As opposed to what she's saying, that there was that gap in between. Within that time when there was that gap, she could have developed maybe anxiety, stress, things that you'll be dealing with later on in life.
Okay.
So you need to be again emotionally intelligent, like I normally say, that you are able to create boundaries, you are able to know what is good for you and what is not good for you. And I thank God that you have learned that gap was there. As much as that gap was there, you were able to close it in. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe?
So I'll talk about my immediate siblings, the first one and the one next to me, like after me, the third one. So the first one, I think we've not talked for the last 6 years. Yeah, like we talked a few weeks ago, I found mgonjwa, so I had to show up. But before then, around 5 to 6 years, we have never been close.
Yeah, even high.
No, I actually don't have her number.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
explain to us how it could have got to that place.
I feel like up to now, she doesn't step up like a firstborn. No offense. Maybe because she's capable of doing all that, but she doesn't do that. And then me being, I think therapy in this idea, because I noticed I was the one being mean. Because, yeah, it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I expected her to act like a robot somehow, not a human being. Like how they expect me to be. And I'm learning to deal with that now. I can show up vulnerable, I can show up weak now. But I didn't expect her to be weak. I didn't expect her to be broke. Like I expected another person. I'm learning, I apologize and I'm learning to
That's good.
live with that now.
That's nice for someone to accept that they are the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And now the dad one should actually wake up and text me, how do you expect me to live without you? Where are you going? Why are you away this long? Like we're so close. We can't live away from each other for so long. Like when I go, she's depressed, I have to get therapy for her and have to, like we're so close with the others.
And now wengine wadogo.
Oh, my brother calls me oxygen. It's like I'm his oxygen. Yeah. So the others we are okay, but the first one, because I was expecting some kind of.
Still on you. I hope you don't mind me asking this question.
It's okay.
Now that you have one of your own,
Mm-hmm.
would you want to get her another based on your experience or hearing from others?
Show me, bro.
Ni uchumi. No, but hata uchumi yao ilikuanga the same way. What I managed to.
No, it's not.
No.
No, but how do you know that shilling? How do you know?
Getting that shilling.
Yeah, it was a problem. Just getting shilling now is still a
But
problem.
the inflation was not like ours.
But that time they thought inflation was happening.
Maybe
Things don't
it's
change.
different.
Things don't change.
They
It's
do.
just people.
You see, getting that bread for 7 shillings was at all. The first time you look at it and you say, getting that 7 shillings to go and buy, because your salary is about 700 shillings. If your salary is 700 shillings, will you afford bread every day?
No.
You can't. Yeah, so I think it's just about, okay, inflation is there, but during our time, we also had our own difficulties.
The problems are just the same. It's just that, yes, it could be a bit higher, but sisi ndo tunafeel them, they felt it the same way. We'll get back to you. Yes, sorry, ni kama unataka. Amejam guys, amejam. Anasema hii.
I think the story of Marianne is quite interesting because I'm looking at her accepting that she was the reason why there was that rivalry. But I'm also looking at who she is in the family. Like she said, going abroad and coming back, you are the in thing, you're always having money. And so there is that notion that she always has, and she wants to live at par with that. So you can see the brother calling her oxygen. That oxygen could be coming because maybe you are doing goodies to him, you're doing so much to him, you're providing. I'm just imagining that time when there will not be that provision, then that rivalry we are talking about will now crop in. So how will you manage that?
Yeah.
Are you an enabler? Are you enabling the situation to be the way it is? Being an enabler can be very challenging also because, for example, if a child is always asking you for something and you're always giving without reasons, without telling them, no, this is what you need to do to get your own, like Daphne was saying, this is not your car. I remember her talking about this Mercedes. That Mercedes is not yours. It is somebody else's. Work for yours. And she has that strength within her to understand that that Mercedes is not hers. She needs to work for hers. How many of us can understand it that way? Very few. So you as an enabler, you need to talk to your brother. I don't know how you manage it for him not to call you oxygen because oxygen is so high. It's so high. So he's looking at you like this is the only person. If she's not there, I'm dead. The day you go back abroad, you will not be able to provide the way you're providing now. Not in terms of finances, but in terms of that love, in terms of that, well-being that he's finding now. So how are you going to deal with that?
I think I'm able to deal with it now as I speak because I can't give them what I was giving them when I was away, and I have my own child, so they can't have that space, they can't have the finances, the love they can. I don't know how to deal with that honestly, but with the finances, they know sometimes she can do this, and when I say no, they're okay. Sometimes I actually my younger sister, she's working in schooling. So when I don't have money, I'll tell her I don't have money, I need something. So I think now they know how to deal with a no, and I have taught them how no is a statement and how
I think
no
that
is
is a
time out.
good thing. When you're creating boundaries, you must know when to say no and yes.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you'll find your work very easy even when you get into a relationship. Because I'm imagining Mary getting into a relationship today, she's been everything to the family. She now gets married and now things have to fall in place. She is an amazing girl. The parents love her. The sisters and brother loves her. But there will come a time when now that love will be split. And if she's not prepared to tell them that now I've been sending you 5,000, I will now reduce it to 2,000. If you are not prepared, then the relationship between you and your parents and your siblings will actually be bad. That is where now you find so-and-so has, so-and-so doesn't have, they are rich, what Daphne will say. You start evaluating each other. So it's good to prepare the people around you that this is what it is, and this is what it should, and it should be that way. If you are that type who is not able to do that, then you need to find a way of how to deal with it.
Lord Ranger, I know rivalry ni wewe tu binafsi, but kuna times when ukijam, you take it out on your parents.
I tend to walk away.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
So
Until
you know,
I feel like your anger, I feel like when anger is a saver, something I'll come to regret later. So I tend to just walk away, and then I cool down, then I come.
okay.
Yes.
Yes, you have the
That's
conversation.
Yes.
It may be good or it may be bad, because when you walk away, are you walking away in anger, or are you walking away to relieve that stress? So that when you come back, you have forgotten about it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you walk away because you are not able. You walk away because you feel that these are your parents, you cannot argue with them. And that means you're not able to confront conflicts. Conflicts must be confronted. If there's a conflict between you and your parents, you need to sit down and talk, because, okay, you can walk away, yeah, but come back when the atmosphere is cool and just revisit. And make sure that as you revisit, you come in with a mind that is, what can I say? Don't come back with a preconceived mind, but come back with a mind that is open to correction, open to, talking. If at all you're the one who was wrong. Like Marianne has said, if you're wrong, you say no. You say, yes, I am wrong, but then you explain why. So I hope you're not bottling. Yes, because
before I was actually bottling it. When I was in primary, in high school, I was actually keeping it to myself. But it reached a time I feel I have a burden. So as time goes by, I started talking. Yes, I was walking away,
Nice.
but after I feel like I'm relaxed, I come back, then we
Nice.
talk, then we solve, and we start
And
laughing.
bottling up things can change your character as a person.
yes, it does completely.
Change a lot.
And when you start talking about it and releasing and just feeling, you again become such a different person. Me, I will not, we are talking here.
Yeah.
Me, I was a bubbly kid. Ule mtoto ambaye unaita ati Daphne anakuja mbio. Then I started to feel like, now the world is coming in me, my parents are doing what, tunaenda wapi, tunataka wapi, you know those questions, yeah? And I felt like, mbona niuliza hivyo, mbona ulizi hao wengine hivyo. So I used to bottle up a lot. And some of these things are not even their faults. Things that have been done for sijui kwa makosa, sijui mtu wa matatu amenitukana, nakuja naziweka. It's changed me for a very long time. I'm sorry to say this, and then I lost my father. Mkaniweka sasa vibaya. I became hata ni mtu unaniambia hi. Daphne morning. Si nimesema morning. And in my head, baby nimesema morning in my head. And I'm not told them. But when I realized, imagine by the end of the day mimi ndo naumia. Hata nikiongelesha hivyo, yes, yatakutu sawa. Yeye ataendelea about the business, but mimi ndo naendelea tu kuumia. So mimi usemanga pia God first, God second. When I started praying, I released to kila kitu. Now, you release it. One of our friends was just preaching to us, and she said, give up. And I was like, why are you giving up? But you give it up to God. Nilisikia hiyo kitu nikasema, yes. So before you talk to someone, give it up to God. Mwachie yote, mwambie hivyo. Unajua tukaenda kuongelesha na mtu. She also says, even if nitetesha na love. And if from a point of love, So again, nimeanza kurudi kama mimi, Kila tunaambia Daphne aje kopiti, unacheki. Hata kama ukiniambia mimi ni mjinga, naambia haina noma. Mimi God anafikia mimi niko tu sawa. Yeah? So you ku bottle up I'm glad that talk. And when a man bottles things up, I feel like it's us girls talk a lot.
Yeah.
See them you're talking a lot. This guy is saying this ones are just saying few words, but when you bottle up a lot, for men guys, counseling and wellness is here. So let's contact men. Let's think about our mental health. I just want us to wrap this up. Mary, do you have any rivalry? I feel like one gonna but you do have rivalry, right?
It was there kitambo,
Mm-hmm.
but nowadays it's not there. And the rivalry that was there ni ile tu JB alikuwa anasema ni ile tu mbona huyu anatuma huyu atumi, like nonsense but right now we don't have hiyo sana. We all understand where we come from. I've made them understand this is who we are, but this is not where we will stay for long. So we have that unity to work everything together. Twende si wote, hatutaki kuachana. Let's work it out.
Is there a possibility that you try to bring them up and they cannot uplift themselves?
Yeah, there is, but I thank God ours is okay. Yeah, we're going up.
And I think that's one reason why we don't get along with my sister. Because I'll try to
Lift her up
yeah, I'm like, kiss the ladder, come here, I'm here, come here. And she'll be like, no, I want to stay here. And I think that's one of the reasons.
It's a bad one. It's a bad feeling.
Yeah.
It's a bad behavior.
Demotivates people.
Guys,
You pull people down and you make people tired, because they're trying to lift you up, you try to pull them down. It becomes a real challenge.
the last question. Do you feel like any one of your siblings is being favored more than the other?
Last one.
My last one. Wewe?
Honestly, last one.
Wewe?
No.
No?
Yes. No.
No, yes.
No.
No. Mary?
No.
Mom?
Yes.
So wait, kwanza yako ni normal. Mi yangu, nikiwa younger I felt like but when my mother is with someone, that's who her favorite is. So right now, I'm her favorite. If
She's close.
Yes, if she's with my sister, that's her favorite. That's how I've always looked at it. Tukiwa si wote, we're all favorites. Na I used to feel like mtu ambaye anatumwa ndio anachukiwa. I'm telling you, kama unatumwa,
Ndio unapendwa.
wewe ndio unapendwa by the way. Because ukikuli maybe unafanywa hivi. Blessing, kama unashikwa kidogo. Naona kileta supu unashikwa hivi kidogo. Hiyo ni baraka na kuachia. Do you favor?
Wow, what a difficult question. I think I don't favor, and I think my love comes according to maybe the personalities, because you just said wala anatumwa sana ndio anakuwa favored. Of course, when I send you and I'm, I feel this is the most lovable child. But there comes a time when you look at children differently. They are not the same. These fingers are not the same. You perform differently. But according to love, I think it's all at par. I will only love somebody, but again, how do you define love? Love is nurtured. People who say love at first sight, love is blind, I think they need to think about it again.
But your love is blind, eh? Because it's on.
Yes, you cultivate love. And if you want to be loved, do good. Do well. Do things according to what is supposed to be done. For example, if you have a child who is lazy, a child who does not even spread their bed, a child who just wakes up in the morning and all the plates are in their bedroom, you are looking for a cup to give, visitors tea, there are no cups. Surely, this child, don't you think you're going to talk to this child differently from that one who does spread their beds? Yeah? And in that way, they look at you as if you're being harsh on them. But you're just making sure that discipline is maintained. So for me, if you ask me about love, I love all of them, depending on how they perform Because, and the fact that you keep cups in your bedroom does not mean to say that you're not my child. You're still my child. I'll still correct you and make sure that you behave well.
Remember when I
Yeah.
have vyombo kwa nini?
Me
Closet.
wageni wakiingia nitasema we are today by dining in so and so's room. All the plates and cups are there. And that's a joke. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a joke.
Yeah, so I think for me, I love my children equally. And if you think that you're going to do me good so that I love you more, then I think you're out of topic. The more you do good to me, maybe you are trying to buy my love. That will not work for me. It will only work when you actually understand that you are on the wrong and you're being corrected because you're on the wrong. And that is, what do you call tough love. Yeah.
Leo tumesikia first bonds wana feelingi ni kama hao ndio wazazi.
Wakina Mary.
Leo tunaona ma second bonds wanaonanga ni kama the world is just not. Third bonds who are stroke last bonds. Widow bad. Still the best, anyways, it was an amazing topic. Asanteni kwa enjoy. I think we've also learned a lot. And for some reason pia tumetoa venye tuna feelingi. Si ndio? So kidogo kawait, I hope you guys feel a bit lighter.
Wazazi wasikie.
Kuna wengine wamebottle hapa vitu. Mmezitoa and I like that, but mkitaka kuongelesha our Mama Wellness, kindly, she's here. Smart. Yes, on our socials, reach out to us, and we like working with the youth. We like giving them hope. See, tuseme bye. So tunasema nikisema 1 2 3 go. Bye. Okay, 1 2 3 go. Bye.